Hello, in this video it's Rollo going for a walk with Mia, a new client which hasn't been on the channel yet. This is actually our second session. You can see I've put the leash down because Rollo tied a knot on it. We'll fix that. So a second session with Mia. I've done a session at home with just Rollo and just Mia. That's not been published yet. It may not, it's up to the owner, that's fine. Mia is a rescued dog. Mia is a fearful and insecure dog. Not a great surprise given her past and being rescued. That's fine. So this is really all about getting Mia out with Rollo, Rollo being the model dog. Mia's going to watch Rollo meeting other people, meeting other dogs, and showing her that it's something you can do in a calm manner. You don't need to be scared, you don't need to run away, you don't need to panic. Part of this is also showing the owner that Mia's a capable dog, and she doesn't need to worry, and he doesn't need to worry when partner's walking Mia about how she's going to behave. So really this is about building confidence in both owner and dog, and Rollo is the trainer, if you will, for the dog, and I'm here to help the owner along and show her that it's okay to trust Mia and that she can handle things. So this is a fairly long one. I'm not going to cut footage out. This will be raw footage. It's about 1 hour and 20. We do meet a few dogs. First one we come across, it doesn't go particularly well. Unfortunately, it's not on film, but you will hear it. There's a bit of squealing and squabbling for about 2 seconds. They didn't go well, and that's fine. That's part of it. That's part of how these things go. You have to learn where the dogs are, where the boundaries are, and see how they react to other dogs coming into their space. The second dog we met, probably further than that, I don't think we met a few after that. We let them walk past, and Mira just watched Rollo meeting them, which was the right thing to do after having a meeting go wrong. But we did eventually get to meet a Jack Russell. I think that's about 80 minutes in, somewhere around that. And Mira had a successful and happy meeting with the Jack Russell. It was a very confident little Jack Russell, and that's why it went well. So Mia, being insecure, we now know is going to respond to meeting other dogs far better if the other dog is a confident and calm dog. Same as she did with Rollo if she met Rollo for the first time. Rollo's a calm, confident dog. Nothing phases him, so he wasn't at all bothered when Mia gave him a little air snap and was a bit scared of him. And that's exactly what she thrives on. She thrives on the confident other dog, and she can build off that. So anyway, I'll add comment as we go. Other than that, let's get on and watch. But yeah, Rollo and Mia, nice summer walk down by the river in Werribee. Yeah. Unusually so. Had a few vet appointments for him, trying to figure out what's going on with his skin issue. So we're on some new medication starting yesterday, see if that helps. We still think it's allergy driven, but I don't know. But he's on some anti-itch meds now, which do seem to have made an immediate difference. He's not relentlessly scratching. That scratch he just sat down and did them was the first he's had today. He hasn't scratched at all till now. So that's a huge difference, because he was scratching in the night. He was getting up, as soon as he woke up in the morning, he was scratching.
In the morning it's the worst, isn't it?
It was every 10-15 minutes, but he's been awake for an hour, and that was his first one. And he didn't wake me up in the night at all scratching, which is nice. So it is making a difference. So now we've got him reduced scratching. Hopefully the bits of the skin he's damaged where he scratched it can calm down and heal. And then the fur can grow back. I know you can't see it because he's very furry, but he is actually covered in bald spots where he's just scratched himself till the fur disappears, and he's got little lesions on the skin and little bacterial infections which we've had to disinfect.
Is it on the belly that's happening?
It's belly, chest and sides of the neck.
On the neck as well?
Yeah, sides of his neck, yeah. Yeah.
On the side of his neck.
Good morning, Grumpy Chops.
Oh yeah. You know, we see him every time.
Yep.
Yeah, good garden. Yeah, there's something going on with dogs and skin allergies. Like, I can't put my finger on it.
Melbourne's allegedly very bad for allergies anyway, even for humans. So it makes sense that dogs also suffer a bit here.
So you reckon it's really something more in the air, in the grass?
Specifically for him, no. I think his problem, and it's only a theory, I'm not 100% on this, I think his problem is I let him go to the beach at Altona, and I let him go rolling around in the massive great piles of dirty seaweed, and I got him home and didn't wash him, I just left him, and because he's been rolling around in that dirty seaweed, which is full of rotting shellfish, open shells, that dirtiness has got onto the skin. Because he's also rolled around in the sand, that's made him itchy. He's scratched himself, and the bacteria from all of that seaweed and stuff's got into the skin, and then that's just started flaring up and itching and getting all over him. So I think that's really the driver of this one, because that's when the issue exploded into life.
And you actually got infections.
Yeah, that's when infections actually started.
That's really bad, because there's discomfort of the itchiness, but
Yep.
then there's the losing hair.
I've paused it here, so as you can see there's a border collie in the top of the middle of the screen that was playing fetch with its owner over there off leash. So I just wanted to offer a little explanation as to what we're doing here and why we stop and let the dogs see what's going on. Part of the ethos I have is to let dogs see situations. I don't want to distract them away from them. I want dogs to be able to see situations, process situations and understand situations, and I'm going to wait until the dog is ready to move on by waiting for Rollo to disengage and look at me, and then we'll move on. But because we've got Mia here, we're in a slightly different scenario. Mia is also looking at this other dog and is very interested, and if it came over, then so be it. I don't really mind about that, that's fine. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I have no issue with an off-leash dog coming up to us. Rollo can handle business, and he's such a calm guy anyway, it doesn't matter. Mia would struggle in such a situation, I'm sure, but hey, that's part of it. We've got to learn how to deal with these things. But yeah, I just wanted to show that, and now I do actually call Rollo away, and then we move on. But generally what I want to do in those situations is I want to let the dog see there's another dog over there, so be it off leash, I don't care, it's doing something with its owner. You can look at the other dog, I'm not concerned about that, and when my dog, or in this case Mia as well, chooses to stop looking at the other dog and think, okay, well we're not going over there, then we move on. There's no commands involved in that. We don't forcefully move on, we don't drag them by their neck. We just stop and we wait for the dog to choose to move on with us, because that's what we're doing. We're going on a walk together as a partnership, and it's okay if the dog wishes to ask to go and meet the other dog. In this case the owner was no. They grabbed their dog and put it on a leash, fine. So the answer was no, they didn't want to meet us, and that's absolutely fine. But unfortunately Mia was off shot at the end of that, and I did have to ask Rollo and say, come on, let's go, we're not going over to meet that dog. And so we did, we all just moved on like that, and then no big deal out of it, so we carry on the walk. Right, let's carry on. Clean them up with stuff, but it's working. We're in 48 hours into the new medicine, and he's scratching.
You just started.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. His scratching is reduced 90% already.
Okay, so it's time to big recovery here.
Yep, so it'll be 3 or 4 weeks till recovery, because the fur will take that long to grow back.
Wow.
But it's a start, that's what we need.
At least you got to the problem.
I think so. I think so. But I'm still unsure as to whether my theory about the dirty beach is true, or whether we are looking at just a allergy reaction, or if we're looking at a allergy plus bacteria, or if we're looking at purely a bacterial issue. Because I've done the same every year with him. Whenever the weather gets nice, I've been down beaches and things with him. Never stopped him going in water, even if it's been a bit dirty water.
Yes.
It could just be me not washing him properly when I've let him do things that have got him dirty. It might not actually be specifically allergies.
Yeah, maybe sometimes just take that one time that you just wash a bit too late.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, because sometimes we've got when we're out at the beach, we can be walking for 2.5 hours, because he likes it down there. So he can get all dirty and horrible, and then we're walking in 25-30 degree heat for 2 hours with that all against his skin. Yeah. I get it. That time for it to start festering. Oh, Rollo, you got that around your neck. Excuse me. Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah.
Don't tell her anything. Don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just bump him out of the way of the jogger.
I do have that smile because she does look at me to check. Yeah, she does her thing.
All right, come this side.
More people than usual.
Yeah.
That's good.
It is? Yeah. You're going to walk in front of these, aren't you? I can tell. Right. Good morning.
Good morning. Also, she really wants to be next to me. I like that. Do you have lots of dogs like this type, or is it a lot of dog that your regular dog that just need to learn some commands? And what's the most popular?
My most popular are dogs more like yours. That's what I work with, because people who contact me and try and go down that I want to teach my dog commands to do specific things. That's not really my bag. My bag is getting you to have a great relationship with your dog, so you don't really need to teach them commands.
Yeah.
So for things like stop and sit or all that, I'm not telling him anything. He's not going anywhere. I'm not holding a leash. If I stop and I talk to someone, he'll just sit down or lie down. I don't have to tell him the command, because he wants to stay where I am, and that's how it should be. I don't have to tell him, oi, stop there, sit there, do nothing. I'm here, I'm doing nothing. And he's like, all right, we're doing nothing. Okay, I'll sit down. And that's how it works. So that's what I want. So it's kind of antithetical to me that I have to teach people stuff, and sometimes it's difficult to explain that to people. Like, yeah, I'm going to get you to a point where you don't need commands, that your dog's just going to do what you do, and if you're stood still doing nothing, your dog's just going to sit down.
Yeah.
And he does it when we're waiting to cross the road at a traffic light. He'll just sit down. I don't tell him sit down, he just waits for me.
It's really that relationship.
Yeah, exactly, 100% relationship focused, nothing else. It's alright, just give her time, it's fine. Morning. You can't have the bottle, Rollo.
The dog, sorry.
It's all
He's
right.
gorgeous. He's beautiful. What sort of dog is it?
He's a Tibetan Mastiff.
Oh, Mastiff.
Oh, Rollo, you've made a knot.
Boy.
He is.
Look at him. Oh my God, he's like a lion. He's gorgeous.
He knows that too, I'm sure.
His face is.
How old is he?
He's coming up to 4 in May.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, beautiful. Look at that
So-
tail.
This one will hide from you. So we're doing a little bit of training. It's a rescued dog. So she's a bit fearful of things. So she won't do anything mean. She'll just hide.
He's got a dog. He's my
Yeah, okay.
grandson. They've got a dog. But he's fine.
Two dogs.
But I've got a dog at my place. And he's scared of Gronk. Yeah.
Yep.
Gronk sneezed the other day, and he just.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have a dog that
some
doesn't like prams, which is weird. Not this one.
Yeah. Well, I can understand why. He's probably had something happen. It's like,
Yeah. But yeah, we had a thing with bikes, but that's because my dog got run over by a teenager on a bike. Didn't stop in time and hit my dog.
That's sad. Well, enjoy your Sunday.
Yeah, enjoy your walk. Look like you're trying to blend into nature, Mia.
That's right. She doesn't know she's black and white.
So I've frozen it there, as I just want to talk about what happened over the last few seconds. You saw Mia was dived into the bush to hide from the pram. No great surprise there. She's a bit unsure of prams, so she just wanted to retire into the background and pretend she's not there and let it go past. So there's no point trying to force her to interact with the pram. That's not what we want to do. We'll just let her watch the people go past with the pram, and if she chooses to come out of hiding, then great. If she doesn't, then that's also fine. There's no pressure on her there to do so. So we just move on after they've gone, and she does come out of hiding. If she sees Rollo and myself moving on, there was no push to get her moving again once Rollo and I were up. Yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning. Sometimes too, yeah. We got a dog coming. Excellent.
So what if we see a dog off leash?
Yeah,
Just keep walking?
keep walking. Do nothing. Keep walking. I suspect Mia will just get out of the way. Unfortunately, this is the dog that does go wrong for Mia. Rollo meets it first, and that, as usual, all goes fine, no trouble at all. I'll switch back to original audio very quickly, and you will hear a 2-second squabble. It won't be on camera, unfortunately, and then we just move on. It's all right. That's fine.
Look at the colour. What kind of dog? Husky?
Tibetan Mastiff.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm missing all
so
that.
beautiful.
No. Oh.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let it go.
Oh my God. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. Relax. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Relax. No, none at all. None at all.
This one not
That was nothing.
maybe because I was talking to him and he's jealous. That's why.
Maybe, but that was nothing.
It's usually like that.
That's fine.
No more.
It did nothing wrong. Go on, Rollo. Nothing wrong. That's fine. That's just two dogs going, I'm not comfortable. Relax and move. It's absolutely fine. So as you heard there, both owners were a little bit shaken up by that 2 seconds, and not even that 1.5 seconds of the squabble that happened between the two dogs. And as you heard me say, it really was nothing. It wasn't anything significant. There was not a dog fight. There was just two dogs getting a little bit antsy in each other's face because they weren't comfortable, too much insecurity and too much of an enclosed space, and they reacted badly. If you want to see roughly what that looks like when it's my two dogs involved, there's a video I've got on the channel called Did My Tibetans Just Get Into a Fight? The Wheaton Terrier has a pop at Rollo. It's exactly the same situation. The dogs just did not get on for whatever reason, and it's over as fast as it begins. It really is. You just got to let that happen. It was not a fight. It was just some squabbling, handbags at dawn, if you will, and you move on. The owners were more shaken up than the dogs, who, after that initial squeal, were fine. They both walked away calmly, absolutely fine. No one's hurt, no one's injured. But it's on the owners to just get themselves to come back down to a calm place and move on. There's really nothing doing there. It's a shame it wasn't on film, because it really wasn't anything. You see it all the time. It's just dogs having a quick snap at each other, and that's it. You move on. It's fine. It really isn't anything. And as part of learning how to do the social skills and learning what signals to look out for. And this was a good one for me. I now know that Mia doesn't do well with dogs that aren't particularly confident. So that's fine. And that's why the next 3 or 4 dogs Rollo will meet and Mia won't. It's not a problem. She learns to get back on the horse, and then eventually we do have a successful meeting. It's all part of the fun. So there we go. I'll switch back to the original audio. Happening. You're just seeing two dogs express uncomfortableness in a situation and telling the other dog to get out of the way.
So loud and so
Yes.
much teeth and so quick that you just, wow, do you have to go that far to say it's enough? That's what it is for dogs.
You just got to let them get on with it.
Just like when we go into loud argument.
Yep.
Might seem loud.
Yep, exactly. I've had to deal with it with dogs doing it to Rollo before, and I just let him get on with it.
Dogs doing to him when he's so calm. So
Yep.
even other dogs, even
Yep.
if the dog in front of you is calm and no problem.
Yep.
They can
Sometimes
feel
they just snap at him, and that's okay. I don't mind.
Oh, he's just sitting there.
This is him saying, yes, I would like to meet.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Mia, you watch.
Yeah, you could just let her go where she wants. It's fine.
He wants to come.
She'll probably just want to watch. Hello. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you can say hello. It's friendly.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Right, just stay there. You're all excited, miss.
Yeah.
That's good.
The first time I see her
Yeah,
doing something like that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so if you want to come up a little closer.
Yeah. She's very high energy, right?
She is, that's fine. And just wait there No, she's not. And just wait till she calms down. She's a rescue dog, so she's not met that many dogs before. So we're just out on a training walk, giving her watching a dog who knows how to meet dogs, meet a dog. Yeah, this is what we want. So she's seeing, you can do this calmly. You don't need to freak out, do anything silly.
Yeah, no, he does it initially when he sees other
Well, we're not mounting dogs, thank you.
He knows that how many stuff. He's alright with big animals as well.
Rollo, get off.
He'll give him a push up.
Yeah, good. He's very cute. Right, if she's calm, you can allow her to move closer. Oh, sorry, that was the leash in your face.
Here you go, Muscles. Doesn't bite, does she?
No, not that we've seen. No. She's just scared, so sometimes she reacts a little bit. The dog gets too close to her.
Huh? Beastie.
It's nice, isn't it?
Alright.
Right, I'll let you go. Yeah, have a good walk.
Right, thank you.
Right, we'll follow. Slow pace. That's good. Wow.
Secret is that I'm training too.
Yep.
A lot. I didn't feel 100%.
Which is fine.
After
If
what
you want,
happened, I think it was quick.
Yep.
But I do want to get better at this too and
Yeah,
listen to your advice. Yeah.
staying calm is the key.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not calm and you're not confident, don't meet.
Yes.
It's fine. Because she will be feeding off you, and if you have a nervous reaction as she
Yeah.
goes up to the dog, you'll get a repeat of what happened before.
It could be my fault.
Yeah. So I've frozen it here because Mia's owners raised a really good point there, and it didn't really come across on my mic very clearly. She said that she wasn't feeling particularly confident then, so she didn't want to let Mia get too close to that dog and meet. So she did the perfect thing. She didn't meet. If the owner is not feeling confident, i.e. you're feeling a bit nervous, and you have a fearful dog with you, that dog will absolutely be feeding off that fear. So if you are nervous, don't go ahead and meet that dog because it's likely or more likely to go badly. You only want to meet the other dog when the owner is feeling calm and confident, and that you've got your dog to a stage where they are also showing that they can be calm. Sometimes that might take standing there looking at the other dog for a few minutes doing nothing until everybody calms down. Sometimes it's deciding actually this isn't going to work this time, and you don't meet, you just move on. Mia didn't really show that much interest in the other dog. She mostly stayed out of the way. Once Rollo had successfully met it for a few seconds and I was just stood chatting to the owner there, she did show a little bit of interest. But as soon as it moved toward her, she just darted across the other side of the path. So Mia wasn't really interested either, and if the owner wasn't feeling it, then that was exactly the right thing to do, was to not meet. So perfect, happy all around. That's how it should be done. Only when you're feeling confident and everybody is calm should you proceed with the meeting. No, he's a young dog. He's not even 4 yet.
That's a colouring.
That's just his colouring. Yeah.
Colouring.
Yeah, it's odd. I don't know where the silver comes from.
Oh, gorgeous.
Neither of his parents have it. Just morning.
Good morning.
Can't I, Rollo? We can walk now. I didn't really want to go that fast. Let's get out of the way. He's going to smell where the other dog peed. That's all he wants.
I feel like he's like the best friend when you have kids that can make friends at school.
Yep.
They feel very different.
Yep.
He's like that best friend that can
Yep.
just get you. It's okay, mate. We'll just walk.
Yep.
I know you're different. I know you're special. We'll just
Yep.
walk together. We're good.
Yep.
And she is really good with him. It's
Yeah,
so
like I
cool.
said, he's such a calm dog. Nothing flusters him. He doesn't get bothered by stuff. When they were having their little shouting match together, he come running up. He's going to keep the peace and split them up. It's just how he is.
So does he like kids? The kids come and like.
Yeah,
because he's so
he likes
attractive for
children.
kids,
Yeah, he likes children.
Oh.
Always has done. Less keen on teenagers, but he likes
Yeah.
children.
I do understand why that day when they met on the walk, you said
Yep.
he's okay, like just
Yep.
let her
Yep.
smell him.
Yep.
I'm like, I've never met another dog like that except for my sister dog who
Yep.
passed, who was actually her best friend.
Yeah,
who
okay.
passed.
Yep.
What
are you doing, Rollo?
It's being itchy.
Yeah, got a belly itch, have you?
Yeah, when he sweats, maybe it gets a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things the vet said as well. It could be humidity related, where he gets warm and then the skin gets a bit wet and dirty, and then that irritates it.
When you think about it, if he goes to the beach, all switchy, wet,
Yep.
saltiness, then
Yep.
you wash him. How long does it take to fully dry?
About 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a quick thing to wash him.
Oh no, in winter it must be
We try not to wash him in winter.
so cold.
Yeah. We try to go about 4 months without washing him in the cold period, and then do 3 washes in the warm period, because they don't really need a lot of washing.
You can do baby wipes too, like if he
Yep.
has some dirt and
Yep.
stuff, just for a towel.
Yep.
Or he's too big for baby wipes. Me too. Me too. You keep going this way, baby, today. closer. Oh,
You going under?
let's go. We go. Yes, thank you. Well done. Now straight. Yes.
I'll give her a few seconds, it's fine. It's cute that she's telling you where she wants to go.
Because that's her usual walk.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes we do this, sometimes
Yep.
we do that. It doesn't matter where we go.
Of course, Rollo. There you go.
Just wait, you know.
So what we just saw there is another good example, and unfortunately I didn't keep the camera on till it ended. When your dog shows you which direction they want to go, if that's not where you're going, and there's nothing wrong with going where your dog wants to go, if you're happy to do that, don't just yank them by the leash, which the owner didn't do here. What you want to do is just stand and wait for your dog. Tell them where you're going. You can point in the direction you wish to go, and then you just wait for them to join you. And Mia's doing it again here. She's showing the owner she wants to go up there. And that's fine. Just stand and wait. And Rollo moves off in a different direction, I think, anyway. So Mia's quite happy to follow Rollo's lead. But I do it with Rollo. If he wants to go a different way to the one we need to go, a lot of the time I'll allow him to choose the directions, because we're a partnership. That's how it works. But if we need to go a different way, I don't shout and yell or command or yank him by the leash. I just stand my ground and I wait. I point to the direction we need to go, and I might use a couple of words saying we're going this way. And then you wait. You wait for the dog to choose to join you. That's a really important point when you're building a relationship with the dog. You don't want to be the tyrant. You want to show that this is a partnership and that you are giving the dog the choice to join you in the direction you're going. Sometimes that takes time, especially when you're trying to build a relationship up from something which you don't have, a fearful dog like this one. That takes time, and it did when I was doing this with Rollo in the early days. I could be stood there for a couple of minutes, and I really mean minutes. I don't mean seconds. I mean minutes, waiting for the dog to realise that actually, no, you're going this way and you mean it. You want to go this way. It's important to you. And generally speaking, they will relent and then decide, okay, we'll go this way. That's fine. Okay, I think might be another dog coming, so it's time for me to be quiet and switch back to the original audio. In fact, no, this person avoids us. They duck up a side path and wait for us to go past. That's fine. So again, same process. We'll get level to these people. Both dogs are going to stop and stare at this other dog. This other dog has a bark at us a couple of times. It actually wants to meet. The dog, it's not really very clear when it was on the path on the camera then, but this dog actually wants to meet R2 as we come towards it. But the owner said no, and they ducked off down a side path. So fine, the answer is no, not a problem. We're not going to push them. Both our dogs will stop here and have a look. And again, that's fine. I have no problem doing that, but the process is exactly as I just described it. I will walk past slightly, and I will just stand there and I will wait. I might call Rollo's name once, and tell them we're going this way, or tell them no, we're not meeting, and same for me. And then I wait for them to choose to join me. I don't drag them around, I don't tell them off, I don't command them, I don't do that stuff. I want the dog to choose to join me, and the answer is unfortunately no, you're not meeting that dog. That owner has said no, so I will hold my ground, and if you pull on the leash, I am just going to hold my ground. And that's how I do it. As you see, Rollo just comes. As I say, no, we're not doing that today, Rollo. Unfortunately, the owner said no, so we move on, and that's all there is to it. We just move on. See, he's there. There's no commands involved, no tugging on the leash. We just go. All right, we'll switch back to the original audio. Okay, let's go.
Used to be around dogs.
There's a bit of barking up ahead as well.
Okay. You see, that's something Mia never does, is bark at any dogs outside of home.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
No, she won't.
She won't bark.
No. Just at home to protect again, or to tell me
Yep.
there's somebody, and sometimes I just need to tell her thank you, all good,
Yep.
we're safe, and sometimes it takes a bit longer to
Yep.
calm her down. But yeah, outside I never heard her bark against any other dogs, even if they're really barking loud.
Yep. Yep.
She'll stay just like that. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the same one again.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so it's entirely up to you with this one. If you're not feeling confident, then don't meet the dog.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. And that's a Doberman.
I think I can see the dog.
Hello again. Okay. Just wait till she calms. Hold her there till she calms down.
And
Once
she
she's
calms
chilled.
down, yeah.
Yep. Once she's calm, she's allowed to say hello. She's bouncing around on the end of the leash. No.
Got it.
Which might not be easy to do with that poking its head over the fence.
You're just going to intimidate this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we keep walking.
Yep. Go on then, Rollo.
Next time, yeah.
Your mate's up there, bouncing around. Hello.
Oh, no.
Hi. How you doing?
Wow. I've never seen them before.
I saw him before and they're having the fence replaced because they used to have a different fence there. It was rotting, and they had a temp fence for a while, which was one of those chain link ones you could see through. So I saw the dog several times then, and Rollo and I walked past it. Rollo, being the wind-up merchant he is, kind of went up to the fence one day and just stared at the dog, barking at him. Whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
Pretty much.
I do think I saw something. The dog just jumped in there.
Yeah, it does. It likes to jump up on the fence.
Checking me out. Oh, you're so
Right, you can step over again. Which way do you want to go? I think we'll go this way today, Rollo. I don't really want to go around the industrial estate.
Yeah, on the shade. That's it.
maybe like it.
Yeah, we're not going down there.
Not today. I've been waiting for a moment like that for a while. Just to have the proof again that she can be friends with
Yep.
a brand new dog.
Yep.
I always thought maybe it's because Simba was special, he's in a family, she
Yep.
sensed something.
Yep.
Yes, he was, but
Yep.
there's other personalities of dog out there that can be like that. So
Yep. What I tend to find when we're dealing with dogs that haven't met many dogs before, for whatever reason, be it they're scared or just don't know what they're doing, tend to find they don't have good meetings with other dogs that are insecure. There's too much insecurity in a small space, and
Yes.
that tends to not go very well. You get what you just saw. They have to be with confident, calm dogs until they start to build some confidence and social skills in themselves.
Yeah.
And then once they start to get that building up, they can tolerate less confident, insecure dogs. I've certainly seen that with Chopper and Rhodey, two other clients of mine. Both of those would react the same as you just saw with Mia. They'd get nasty with other dogs.
yeah.
But Chopper never really had intent to harm. He just didn't really know what he was doing. But he
Yeah.
was a big dog, so it always looked and sounded horrible. So when he was with Rollo, he did exactly that. Rollo eventually had enough and told him exactly where he can stick that. And that's what started the process of Chopper calming down. As I coached the owner through getting her dog to meet more dogs, and she's in dog parks off leash now.
Wow.
It was exactly that. Chopper didn't do well. If they came across another insecure dog, it would go badly. If he came across a confident dog, it would go well. But he's now confident, and he's now able to cope with insecure dogs. So it's that process. The same with Rhodey, the longer term client I'm still working with. We had a nice breakthrough this week with. Actually let me put a leash on him for the first time, which is nice, of his own choice. Didn't force him, and don't tell him to come here and let me do it. It's his choice. And he did, so we've built some trust up there. What's...
Oh, sorry, Baba. Oh my god. I was keep on walking. Yeah, I got interested.
Yeah, I heard the noise too. There's something going on behind that fence.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Someone, a bird or an animal? I don't know.
So that dog before was scared of the leaf? Or just wasn't interested?
Just wasn't interested in me, scared of me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But now we've, and he also hadn't met dogs, and he'd gone out and got in proper fight twice with
Okay.
2 dogs. And they were the only dogs he'd ever met aside from my 2. So the process for him, same as yours, I brought my dogs round to their house when the owner was not there.
Yep.
That went well. It's been taken a long time to build his trust, and I have a friend with 2 good confident dogs as well, so we've been bringing them round at the same time. So Rhodey's now played with 4 other dogs in a positive way and enjoyed himself and realised how to be a dog, because he didn't really know he was a dog, if that makes sense.
Yes, I do understand
He'd never
Absolutely.
met dogs and
Yes.
just been kept at home with the owner, and
Yep.
he's a lot stronger than his owner because he's an American Staffy who weighs about 45 kilos, and she's probably not too much heavier than that at all. So yeah, it was hard for her. So we're getting there with him. So yeah, he's been a difficult one, but it's the same for him, just insecurity, pure insecurity in himself and his owner. And to get her away and get dogs into the picture, he's now learning how to be a dog, and he's becoming more confident because of it. So the next step with him, get him out, get him walking with Rollo and doing this. But it'll be me, not the owner.
Wow.
And he's got to meet the other dogs, and I'll be able to do that a lot more calmly than she, but I know Rhodey's got a bit more ferocity to him, and
So it took a bit longer.
yeah, a lot longer.
Yeah.
Rhodey's been a
Lot longer.
very, very hard road. But that said, he was my first client, and we had a difficult introduction because I didn't, at that stage, do it without the owner there. I was doing it the old way with commands and muzzles and stuff, so we had a troubled beginning, which we're finally overcoming. So he remembers the difficult start we had where I had to grab him and choke him to get him to not eat me.
Wow, that bad.
Well, yep.
Yeah,
this
well,
way.
They don't know.
No, he didn't know any different. He was just doing his job.
I think when you don't know, it's the anger, the aggressivity that comes up. It's just like in humans, when
Yep.
you don't know how to react in
Yep.
certain situations,
Yep.
you just explode.
Yeah, it's
So that's the only way we
standard
can...
psychology, fight or flight.
Yes.
There's 3 options. You either fight it, you flight from it, or you're indifferent to it. And the goal is to get completely indifferent, but if you're not indifferent, you will do one of 2 things. You'll either fight it or you'll run away from it.
Yep.
Rhodey, being a pit bull, he fights it.
Yep.
It's how that breed reacts to situations they don't like.
Yeah.
But interestingly, take the owner out of the picture and he'd run and hide in the corner of the garden, same as me. Wanted nothing to do with me.
So their insecurity is put down a little bit. They feel more secure when
Yep.
we are here,
Yes.
and so they feel like they
Yes.
need to be aggressive and protective.
Yeah. Right, Rollo, we've got a bike coming, so we'll get out of the way. Rollo, come this side. Oh, he's going up there. Of course you're not going the same way we are.
No. That was good dog,
Where are we going, Rollo? Why are you walking us through here? Oh, don't eat that poop. Rollo!
We can get back to the long rolling. We can go back down there, or
We can go that way.
Yeah.
There is a path. All right. We'll go the weird way. Go on then, Rollo. We can get back onto
industrial
that way.
way.
Yep. It's not bad. It's a different environment. It'll be interesting to see how she walks in a different place. You want to go that way, right? No, we'll go this way. Rollo, go this way.
She's so sweet. She's really So now meeting Mia for the third time, Peggy see potential and now getting
Yeah, of course.
a bit more confident.
Yeah.
I can see it. It's just in my head. I'm always like, is that going to take like ages? Like, how long am I going to have to work on that?
It's a good question.
Which I want.
Every dog is
Absolutely, I
different. Some, once they start that little bit of confidence, it goes really quickly in the
Yes.
right direction.
Okay.
Others take a little bit longer. So Rhodey has taken me a year of working him before he's ready for me to put a leash on, but he's an unusual case. He's very different
1
different
year,
dog.
wow.
Chopper has not taken anything like that. But Dexter, the other difficult dog I had,
Yep.
he took 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's just, you just don't know what you're going to have. Yeah, Dexter was an interesting one. So he got attacked by another dog and by a person. So he really was scared of other dogs,
Yes.
really scared of other dogs, and he would attack. He was another pit bull mix. He was a blue heeler crossed with a Staffy, American Staffy. So his owner was another lightweight female owner, was very scared of being around other dogs with him, and because he had gotten into another fight since the attack when another dog was off leash and came up to them. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I went into the home with owner not there. Dexter was begging to be walked after about 5 minutes. But yeah, I had the usual reaction when I went in. He was in the garden. He was going nuts at the door. I just sat on the floor by the glass door, waited for him to calm down, which took exactly 5 minutes.
Yep.
Opened the door so he could come in and smell me. Just stayed completely silent, completely calm, moved slowly. He checked me out, realised I'm not scared. I'm not doing anything weird. And then I just let him be around me for a few minutes. Then I went into the kitchen, picked up the leash because she'd left it there just in case. And he came charging in from the garden, sat down in front of me, like literally in front of me, and went, "Come on, let's go."
So once he saw the leash, he
he was like,
just
"Yes."
focused on that.
He's like, "Yes, we're going out." Whereas Rhodey, the complete opposite. It's a very similar breed of dog.
Yep.
Complete opposite. Showed Rhodey the leash several times over the last year, and he had just run away. Just every dog's different. And Chopper I didn't do any handling of, much like with you. Chopper's owner was always here, and I was using my dogs to bring Chopper out of his shell. So we did some off-leash time together in some places, and then gave the owner the tools, much like I'll do with you, and just how to chill, stay calm, see your dog doesn't actually mean to hurt the other dog. You saw him have a go at Rollo several times. Rollo handled it and just dealt business. Same with Tora. He had a pop at Tora as well, our other dog, and she's a lot more feisty than Rollo. She doesn't take any crap. So the moment Chopper started getting snarky with her, Tora put him in his place instantly. He didn't even get half a second to try and give her a bit of a hard time, and she was just on him like, "You're not doing that to me."
Yep.
And it was that smack in the face, if you will, metaphorically, that Chopper went, "Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. I didn't like that."
Yep.
So he stopped doing it. And then he started realising, oh, actually, I can play with these dogs. I can be friendly with these dogs. He's never really played or been friendly with Rollo because Rollo took a lot of crap from him, and after 6 times of Chopper having a proper go, Rollo gave him a correction that really put him in his place, and Chopper's forever been wary of Rollo since then. I mean, they can be in the same space, it's fine. They'll be off leash in the same space and no issues, because Chopper is just well aware of who's the boss.
I can shove it.
Oh yeah.
Better here than in the street.
Should we go down that way? That's alright, Rollo, we'll go down here.
Ah, yes, so yeah, every dog is really different.
They are very, very different. So yeah, and Chopper took, I suppose, it's been 6 months since I had a session with Chopper, maybe 3 months since I had a session with Chopper.
Right.
So it took, what have we done? We did 4 or 5 sessions together, usually 3 or 4 weeks apart, and then the owner just practicing all the stuff about being calm and getting to meet dogs. But and I'll tell you what she did. One of the things she was very, very good at was checking out dog parks and actually speaking to owners before she brought her dog. She was finding out which dogs were confident, which dogs were intimidated or scared dogs, or not going to cope well with a dog that might snap at them, because Chopper would snap. And if a dog come bounding up to him into his space, he would snap at it. He'd give it a bit of a slap. And so she was saying, look, he doesn't want to hurt your dog. He just doesn't know how to handle himself. He's not met many dogs. He doesn't have social skills.
Yes.
And so when she found people who are okay with that concept, she would meet them, and then she'd practice what we were doing. So she'd just wait until he showed some calm, when he wasn't jumping around on the end of the leash or being a jerk or looking like he was going to go zoom full speed at them and allow them to meet.
That's actually a good idea to go
Yep.
talk to the owners first.
Yep.
I always thought that people might not care, to be honest. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
People might not care and be like, it's your dog, like I had
Yeah.
my time and
Yep.
my
Yep.
issues with my own dog.
Yep.
Why would I care?
Yep.
But I
Yep.
think there's always like that chance, that slight chance that somebody might be able to really help.
Yeah, you will come across all stripes of owners. You will come across owners that don't even know what their dog might do when faced with a dog that's potentially going to snap at them, and you'll come across owners that are like, oh no, that's aggressive. You're not bringing my dog anywhere near that. And you'll come across owners that are like, okay, fine, my dog's
What do we
chill.
do in that place after she talked to the owners and like you need a few of the, like a little bit of dogs
Yep.
with most of them confident to
Yes.
actually start coming in.
Generally, she was finding times in the day where there'd only be one or two other dogs there.
Good one,
Yeah, so you're not running into a situation where it could get out of hand really quick
yeah.
because there's only one or two there. And quite often she'd let them meet through the fence first. You'd see how they go through the fence and then make your way in and just stay away till calm returns, because calm dogs make good decisions. That's one of the keys. Calm dogs don't do stupid things.
Calm beings.
Yep.
Make
Yep.
very calm stuff.
Yep. Uncalm dogs make silly decisions, get excited and then scared.
When you see about that, I think dogs started because they were wild animals, but because they started be like hanging out with humans, being trained and used to help humans, I think they developed something like us, like anxiety and stuff like that. When you see other animals in the wild, you never hear about
No, they don't really have time for it. Yeah.
or something like that.
Yep. No,
Or
survival.
maybe we don't know, but I feel like they match on how we are. There's a bit of us in the dogs actually.
One of my, I suppose, mentors, you could call him, another trainer, Mark Dubose on YouTube. His little saying is, your dog is your mirror.
Oh yeah.
And that's a bitter pill to swallow for a lot of people, but it is. Your dog holds a mirror up to you, and that's what you are.
Yeah.
Rescues are a little different, I'll acknowledge that, because you didn't get the dog early, so it's come with some imprinted issues. She can go and say hi if she wants, it's fine.
Oh, he's going straight up.
Yep.
Through the fence, that's nice.
Yep. Hello.
He's super hyped.
Hi. Mia.
Yeah, she's a jumpy.
So what you're about to see here is, Rollo's already up on the fence. There's a dog on top of this wooden fence behind another see-through fence, chicken wire fence or whatever. You see Mia start jumping up at this dog. And she remains fairly calm if excited. She is excited. She doesn't make any vocalizations. The other dog behind the fence isn't particularly amused at this and does give her a few barks and snarls. Oh, you see Rollo's disengaged. And the reason I say to the owner, just let her do this. Let her get on with it. I want Mia to get through this. See, there's another dog there. She understands she's winding it up. But I want Mia to choose to disengage from doing this before we move on. In fact, actually, the other dog disengages first. It stops barking, just walks off. Perfect. And then what we want Mia to do is the same. I don't want to interrupt this. I want this to be a learning moment of, fine, nobody cares that you're bouncing around and jumping up on this fence and being a bit of a clown show. It doesn't serve you any purpose. The other dog's annoyed at you. The only person that's getting any enjoyment out of this is you. Fine. Get it out of your system, and then once she's calm, we move on. So we make no big deal of it. I don't want to make any big deal of that whatsoever. So yeah, I'll let you watch that. It gets a bit noisy. There's a bit of barking going on. Yes, this is someone's dog in the back of their back garden, and we are using them as part of our session without their permission. Fine. But the key here is I want Mia to just work through this until she gets bored of it, disengages and moves on. Because then she's learned that this isn't actually something that gets her anything. It's pointless. It's a pointless waste of energy. So why bother? So she just forget it and move on. So I'll let you watch it, and then we'll catch up later.
Maybe not jumping that much, we are. That's too much for the dog.
Let her get it out of her system. Don't restrain her.
Yeah? She can do it? Okay.
Yeah, just let her get it out of her system.
I trust her. I trust her. Now it's her getting into the space of that dog. I love her. I let her do that.
Yeah, just she'll calm down a sec. Just let her do it. Till the dog's had enough.
I've never seen her do that.
And when she calms down, we move. Okay, we're good. That's all you want. Because she's excited at that point. You just got to let her work through that excitement. It's interesting, it's exciting. No, it's not. It's really not. Who cares if the other dog's barking?
I'm learning too that it's okay to involve as well other dogs.
Yes.
Even though the owners are not here,
Yep.
we haven't talked,
Yep.
but just here
Yep.
for 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. I remember that it's a
I-
good way of meeting dogs too.
Yep.
Like she get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Those jumps though.
they were funny.
She's so good at jumping. That's why I think she will do parkour at some point.
Yep.
When she is confident,
Yep.
we'll find a parkour
Yep.
park somewhere. Yeah, she's gonna love it.
So yeah, one of my other clients, Max, which was a GSD, he was a bit like that. He'd get very excited and dogs would come up to the fence. A couple of them he would get a bit what looked nasty. My reaction to that was I'd just sit down. I sat down with him on the leash and he'd be running about.
Okay.
The dogs barking at each other through the fence,
Yep.
going nuts. The best one was a Rottweiler. There was a Rottweiler come up to the fence and they were both going nuts at each other. About 30 seconds, I just sat there holding the leash, doing nothing. And eventually, and it was 30 seconds to a minute maybe, both dogs just sat down, stopped. Sat down, did nothing, quiet. Right, that's better. There we go. See, all you need, dogs, is for me, I'm sat here. I'm sat down in the street, probably looked very weird. Sat down outside someone's house, in the front of someone's house, with their Rottie having a go at Max, and Max having a go back through the fence. Right. My job here is just to be calm and do nothing and wait for the dogs to realise, well, A, you can't get at each other, so what's the point? B, neither of you know why you're doing what you're doing. You're just being excited idiots. And then calm ensued, and they both just sat down and did nothing.
And looked at each other.
And looked at each other. Yep. All right, great. So I let them do that for a short while, and then that's when I move on. It's when you've worked through the emotion, calm has returned, that's when I move on.
All right.
And you may get shouted at by an owner every so often. This happened to me. I've been doing that and an owner's come out and been like, "Oi, go away." Alright, fine. Not a problem, I'll move on.
I remember to do this kind of stuff. There's a particular dog next to the house and he's really hype. It's a Great Dane.
Yep.
And they've got a mini one as well.
Yep.
So the Great Dane, when he gets excited, can step on the big,
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
small ones start crying.
Yeah.
It's very high energy.
Yep. Yeah.
What I usually tend to do now, so it's not chaotic and loud, I try to avoid the front of the house. Would
Yep.
you suggest that next time I go on a walk, try to just stay there and see what they do? Because she's like that.
Yes,
Yeah?
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And-
And if the owners step out and they're
Yep.
like, no, and starting to shout at the dog,
Yep.
should I explain to them?
You can
exactly
try
what's
and
going
explain
on?
what you're doing, or if you don't like the energy that's coming from the owner, you can just move on. So
Okay.
you have to read that and then make a decision.
Okay.
Usually if the owner's coming out grumpy, I'll just move on.
Okay.
But sometimes I say, this is what I'm trying to do. If you don't mind, it'll take a minute or two and then we'll just move on.
Okay.
Once calm's returned. But that's the goal. Whenever I go into an interaction, be it through the fence or wherever, I don't move on until I can get calm. Once I've got that, that's when we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you mind if he says hello?
Oh no, that's fine. I was just. He's how old?
Coming up to 4.
Oh. And what is he? Is he
Tibetan Mastiff.
Yeah. Beautiful. You're both beautiful, but you don't see these often.
No, you don't. You're quite right.
Isn't he big?
He is big, and I can
Like
see
a
you're
lion at
a
the
little bit
zoo.
unsure of the size of him.
Have you been to the zoo? The
Yes.
Werribee Zoo?
Yeah, we have.
And
Yeah.
seen
Hello. Hi.
All the cubs starting to get their manes.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, we were there. We haven't been this summer. We were there last year when they were still quite small.
Yeah, no, they're that size and bigger.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Beautiful. Have a good weekend.
And you. Enjoy your walk. That's perfect. And Mia showed interest, but she wasn't supremely keen on meeting, and
Because
so
of me.
that dog's insecure. You see
feel
how it
it's
reacted
okay.
to Rollo? It was just
Yeah.
backing off. It's an
Yeah.
insecure dog.
That's why I took it
Yep.
back a bit, and it's
Yep.
such a small dog that
Yep.
if she does anything,
Yep.
and it's all the way to like
Yep.
sometimes I just read the
Yeah.
situation and I'm like,
And that's-
I'm making that decision. That's why I want to see
That's
with
the
you.
right thing to do.
Is that
Yep.
okay to
Yes.
do this? Like restrain
Yes.
her
Yes.
on that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think medium dogs. And how do you see when a dog? What are the signs of a confident dog?
Moving forward,
Up,
but
smelling.
relaxed. You'll see them moving forward. You won't see tension in the muscles.
Yep.
The giveaway of the nervous ones is they back up, or they shrink in size as they get close,
Okay. Yeah.
or they hide behind their owners, or they're between the legs. What else do I look for?
The ears. Anything in the ears?
Yeah, the ears will give it away. You see pinned back ears, it's not usually a good sign.
What is?
Pinned back ears, if they're
What's that?
flat and backwards,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's not usually a good
That's fear,
sign.
isn't it?
Yeah. Rollo, let's step out of the way.
I know you didn't see it. I know. Hey, meet your friend. Oh, come on, we'll walk with your friend. So the ears behind you. Okay, so that's why I'm training too. Training and staying calm, but training and looking so I can protect
Yep.
my dog and
Yep.
the other dogs too. Until she's confident enough and
Yep.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and confidence will come with practice. So really, dogs, you want to go down there? I don't. Rollo. Rollo.
He didn't want to drink.
I'm not letting him drink that water after with his skin issues. Rollo, no. We're not going that way. Not today.
Let's go.
This way, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Well done. I like how she sometimes really goes close to him.
Yep.
Like that. And she hasn't snapped or anything. Like
No.
I can see she's.
She won't.
Yeah.
She can tell he's calm and confident.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's very interesting. Once you get into doing a lot of work with dogs, confident dogs will not have other dogs go for them, not in a serious way.
Okay.
Confidence exudes outwards. Generally, the other dogs will avoid. I mean, Rollo's really pushy, so he's an exception to that rule. Because when he sees another dog, even including Chopper, who was giving him the "go away, I don't like your signals," Rollo just barges in, like, whatever, I can handle it.
Yeah.
Do your worst. And he does. Whereas even a confident dog, when it's getting the signals, "Oi, go away," would not push their luck. He doesn't. He just goes in and meets them anyway. But sometimes that's what the other dog needs, is a little bit of a shove. Yeah, I'm coming in to see you. I'm coming in to meet you. I don't care if you snap.
Has he always been like that?
Yeah.
Very confident?
Yeah, he has. With dogs, he's always been Mr. Confident.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
we put a lot of effort into that when he was a puppy. So
Okay.
we were following a specific course because this was our first dog and his sister. And part of the course, when they were about, I think, 16 weeks old, maybe that sort of age, was go and meet as many dogs as you can with your dog. And we did the process I'm teaching you now. Is we'd go somewhere, we'd organise with people who we knew had good dogs, and we'd just stand opposite them until our dogs could sit down, be calm before they actually got to meet the other dog. So they learned that they don't really get to go and just charge at other dogs or be idiots. They didn't get to meet them until they were calm, and then they did. Because they were puppies, of course they did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And the other dogs, which were usually adults that we met, would give them a slap. It's quite funny, him as a 16-week-old getting a slap from a toy poodle because he annoyed it because he was already bigger than it.
He must
And
have been big, yeah.
he kind of punched it with his forearm, and the toy poodle turned around and said, "Oh, he knocked that off," and gave him a slap. And he was like, "Whoa, what the hell?
What happened?
Yeah, what just happened to me?" And that repeated several times across other dogs, some bigger than him, some smaller than him. And so he got imprinted on how to be a social dog when he was that age. So he learnt it. And so that's what he brings to the table now, is he understands those boundaries. Plus, like I told you, he's met 6,000 to 7,000 dogs. Well, come on away.
So not bothered by anything.
Yeah.
Like running,
Yep.
concern, a bicycle.
Yeah, and we had to work all that stuff. When he was
Yeah.
a year old, he was bothered by runners, and he was bothered by cyclists.
Right.
Joggers in particular were quite fun. He used to run up to them and kind of run next to them for half a second, but then he'd cut them up, he'd just get in front of them. That was embarrassing. He did that a couple of times to runners. I'm so sorry. So yeah, we had to do a bit of work around a lot of runners. So I got lucky with that. You know where President's Park is over in Nutani?
Yeah.
So they have a park run there every Saturday or Sunday, I forget which day it is. There were literally hundreds and hundreds of people jogging around the park in the morning.
Okay.
So we spent a couple of months just going there every Saturday morning. You'd see people running all the time.
Or would you just sit and just watch?
Just watch. We just walk off the path, and they were running past us from behind us or in front of us, whichever way we were facing.
Yep.
I also went to Melbourne. I went into central Melbourne with them around the War Memorial Tan Loop.
Okay.
There's always people running around that. It's a running track and a walking track. There's usually thousands of dogs too, and that was really good. So there's people running at us from every direction. For the first couple of walks, that was a bit. This is horrid. Couple of walks there, went back a third time, and nothing bothered him. He's like, people run. Okay, don't care. And cyclists was the same. I took him to the skate park in Werribee. Just go and hung out in the skate park. We'd run up and down the ramps, run alongside the skateboarders and the BMXers, and you kind of learned that, I don't need to bark at them, chase them, try and bite their tires. They just are. But it took a bit of direct effort, and as with everything, when you're doing it for the first time with a dog that doesn't understand, it's not very fun. It's hard.
Yeah.
Very difficult to stay calm and not get frustrated.
Yeah.
But that's how we did it. Just had to get him there. Difficult when you have a dog that doesn't want to go there. We haven't been able to do that with Tora. She just won't go near the place, which is fine. Right? She's all right with bikes now, but it's taken a lot longer with her because we haven't been able to go to the really thick places with all these things going on. We've had to do it just slowly, one at a time.
Yeah.
That's just how she is. She's different to Rollo. She doesn't really cope well when you throw 10 things at her at once, joggers and cyclists, etc., in large numbers coming from all directions. Just overwhelms her a bit. So we've had to
Sounds like Mia, yeah.
just had to approach her slower in places like this and just let it happen over time. And she gets used to it.
Got it.
Whereas he's able to cope with the, all right, let's just go where it's difficult. We'll spend an hour and it'll be done. So yeah, different.
I keep pushing, big boy.
Yeah, that's how he's always responded like that. He's been much better at just having him bopped over the head with something difficult, and then he gets over it.
Yeah.
Tora, you have to come with a much more softly approach.
I see. Yeah, it's really very, very important when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. You've got to work out how the dog learns. Does it cope with a lot of stress? Does it panic with stress? Are you going to have to do things softly, slowly, or can you just dive in the deep end and go for it? I've had mostly softly clients. One American Staffy, a young one, Pepper was her name, and she was she needed to go off in the deep end, and that was her. She was getting boisterous and bumpy with other dogs and not walking very well for the owner on the leash. So her solution was I took her on a couple of walks and was like, you need to go to a dog park. You need to just go run. You need to get bashed around by bigger dogs than you. Okay. You need to go charge about like a lunatic. That's what we did. Took her to a dog park. She went nuts for nearly an hour. And then she was exhausted. And she was a happy dog.
Not like running around and playing with other dogs?
Yeah. She just loved it. Absolutely loved it.
She liked dogs before?
She liked dogs, but she wasn't able to be calm around them, so her owner had a lot of trouble getting her to meet them. I was like, she needs more exercise than she's getting, and she's a physical dog. She just enjoyed the physicality of rough play. She loved it. So when she met other dogs, she would try and instigate rough play. So she'd jump on them, like literally just jump on them or jump at them. It wasn't mean. She wasn't being aggressive. She wanted to play. I was like, okay, you need to go do that where there's bigger dogs than you that are going to enjoy that wrestling.
Right. That's right.
So that's what we did, and she had the time of her life. Rollo, you're facing the wrong way, dude. There's dogs coming.
Mia, come this way. Look.
That's right. We'll wait. There's dogs coming.
We'll wait.
We'll wait. She can stay there. Rollo. They might be waiting for us. We'll carry on then. Right, this way, Rollo. They're going a different way to us. Rollo, come on. Sorry, I did call your attention for no reason. That's right, we'll just step off to the side. Morning. Oh, you've all stopped walking. Brilliant. We're not following them. Nope. Oh, another one coming.
Yeah, but that looks fun over there.
Yeah, exactly. Ollie, come on. I bet he's going to hold his ground, isn't he?
A big boy.
All right, I'll see if he wants to
He
meet.
is a bit stubborn sometimes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, he is stubborn.
Oh, he wants to be the other dog.
Do you mind if he says hello?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's up to Boy. He's very selective.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah. Come say hello. Well, look at you, Beast.
Well, you'd be less scary if you stood up. He thinks you're going to jump on him.
Oh, boy. He's like, oh, I'm not sure about this at all.
Yeah, he's a big unit. That happens sometimes.
He likes the little dogs normally.
Yeah, okay. Mia over there is in training, so she's a little nervous of other dogs. So.
Oh, they'll probably get along really well then. That's how he works.
Oh, they are coming. Right, this way, please.
No one is shy, yeah. We're in training today. Not sure how it's gonna go.
Relax, relax, relax. You don't want tension on the leash. She's calm, so just relax. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Just stay calm. Yep, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Tension on the leash will frustrate her, and she'll be. Oh, they are coming. Do you want to just go past?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not the best.
Ollie, come here. No. Yeah, just wait for them to go. Fine. Do you mind if he says hello? Okay.
He's beautiful, big.
It's big for you, mate.
That's not a dog, is it?
Tibetan Mastiff.
He'd be hot today.
Yeah, he will be. He'll be mostly doing nothing, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go.
Yours is as big as your head, George.
He's got a lovely face. Is he very old?
Coming up to 4, so no, he's still young. I see you're trying to play, Rollo.
Don't get him twisted up. He's cool for you.
It's a bit mean, Rollo. He's a lot smaller than you.
Yeah, looks fun. He's got a lovely face, though.
He does.
I like
I'm
his
sure
face.
he knows he's a good-looking dog, and he uses that to his advantage somewhat. Yeah, he is.
This one's
So,
very
relax. Stay relaxed on your leash. That's
Oh,
perfect.
yeah, but that was
Perfect.
very good meeting for
Yeah.
us. Oh, really?
So she's a bit nervous and she's in training. She doesn't cope so well with other anxious dogs. Confident dogs like yours, as you can see, she's a lot better with. Yeah. Quick apology here for my awful cameraing. I managed to mostly record nothing while Mia is meeting the Jack Russell. I do catch some of it on film in a second, but yeah, really bad cameraing by me. I am sorry. Bit of a waste. There we go.
Mia.
Thank you, Rollo. Good job.
You'll get there. One day you'll come.
And
We've
this is
actually-
our son's got a dog that was from a puppy farm.
Oh yeah.
But a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And she's so timid. She's so timid she won't come to anyone's business.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, you tell him off. Tell him off. He's not allowed to paw you.
Next time it takes I'm learning now to
Lot of love.
actually meet as well a lot of
Okay,
people.
you can let her go a bit. She's interested and she's calm. Just yeah, there you go.
Okay, she's allowed.
Yeah, she's showing calm and she's interested. Oh, no, now she won't. Perfect, absolutely perfect. See how the leash is loose? She's a lot less bothered when you can keep tension off the leash. If you can, not you can't always. To be in the river.
So I was looking at the other dogs,
Yeah.
see if I could see
Yeah.
what type of dog
Yep.
it was. And yeah,
You can
said
see,
small
confident dog.
as well.
Yeah,
that's what
small
I-
confident dog. That's what she needs. She needs to meet confident dogs that
it'll take a long
just
time,
exude that
but
calm.
she'll be all right.
Very confident, this little dog.
Yeah, yeah. The breed is. It's just part of who they are,
Yeah,
which is
it's a
great.
home environment, so that's really good. And now
Yeah,
it's
don't
just
be
about
kicking up.
meeting the right people and dogs outside
That's coffee.
by the right. I mean, all the
That's fun.
Yeah, she is absolutely gorgeous. When she's relaxing and playing, she's.
Hello, you.
You want to put your scent in it.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. That's great.
It is. It's perfect.
That's good. Don't let them
we stuck our
Too late. That's cute. That's cute.
Enjoy your walk.
Yeah, I
See
knew.
you later.
Have a good walk.
Thank
Right,
so
you
much.
just wait, please. Thank you. Yeah, so we've proved it. Mia is going to work best with other confident dogs. So what we're going to have to work on is getting you to be able to identify who confident dogs are and who aren't.
You know what? Before I was always scared of smaller dogs
Yep.
because I was scared of her, but it's not that.
It's the confidence of the dog,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the size.
I'm so glad. Oh my god, my heart was bouncing. But I was so. I know.
Right, let's step out the way, right?
I'm so proud of you.
Morning.
Really proud of you. Allez, Chloe, c'est parti. Oh, that was a good 10 minutes of.
Yes, perfect. And it's why,
That's what we want, yeah.
yes, what you want, and why I take effort to try and meet other dogs when I can. And sometimes, and this is going to be on your shoulders when you're doing it by yourself, you talk to the other owner, watch the dog, and you're going to go, yeah, actually, no.
Yeah.
And you have to be brave enough to say, actually, you know what, I don't think he'll be a good match, let's just move on.
Yeah. But I
And
think
part of that
it's,
will be your mood too. If you're looking at a dog going,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm a bit worried about this, don't do it, just move on.
Yeah.
It's when you can see the other dog, see they're a confident dog, and you go, yeah, this will be fine. And then you'll relax, and she'll go, oh, yeah, you'll relax, cool,
It should be good.
she'll be good.
That's her first time doing something like that,
Yep.
the very first time.
Yep.
Being with a dog she's
Yep.
starting to trust
Yep.
and another one coming in
Yep.
the circle.
Yep.
That was beautiful. I'm so glad.
So yeah, as confidence is key,
Yeah.
it is everything. And that happens when, one, the owner's calm, two, you keep tension off the leash as much as you can, acknowledge you sometimes just have to hold your ground and they're pulling on the leash.
Yeah.
Tension frustrates, so that's when they're more likely to snap.
Yeah.
And then you just have to judge the other dog as it happens.
Even if you're unsure what was happening, because when you told me to loosen the leash, I
yeah.
did it, but I was really in the middle.
You're
I
thinking,
wasn't sure.
why? Why would I want to loosen the leash?
I wasn't sure, but I wasn't in the stress like
Yep.
what happened before.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I was still a bit not
Yeah.
sure.
Of course, that's going to take time for that to erase, because
Great.
you're
it's
you're
good.
learning as well.
Yes, I love it. Love it.
And the only way you can erase that anxiousness is by having good experiences.
Yeah.
That's the only way it'll happen.
Yeah, true. But I think having Rollo as well with us is helping.
Yep, of
other
course it
people
is. Yeah,
Because
of course
he's so
He's a
cute
he's a
and
mentor
confident.
dog. Yeah.
So people see him, they
Yep.
like that, and then they pay attention to me,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, she's a bit cute."
Yep.
If people see me just with Mia,
Yep.
they won't even care,
Yeah.
or they feel sad for her. And so the mood
Yep.
of people
It's
already
different.
changes
Yeah.
straight away.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
need to keep that in mind too.
Yep.
That
Yes.
yeah, if I walk by myself just with
Yep.
her,
Yep.
show the most confident.
Yep.
You know, she'll feel it.
Yep.
The other people will feel it,
Yep.
maybe. And
Yes. Exactly.
okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so happy already.
Good.
I know.
And this
It
is
means a lot to me and her.
and this
It
is the
means so
thing
much.
about the specific techniques we're using. You can't train a dog not to have a fear response. There's no such thing, because it's a chemical reaction in your brain. Same as we have when the hair goes up on the back of our neck. That's the response a dog has when it's in a fear situation. No amount of treats or shouting at the dog will ever change that. The only thing that can do is stop them from doing it, because they're more scared of you than they are of the other thing. Whereas if you just let them work it out, let them go into the situations, they build the confidence themselves, then you don't have to worry, you don't have to command.
Yep.
Yeah, you might end up with a little bit of stubbornness every so often, like you've seen with Rollo, where he's like, no, actually I would like to wait and meet that dog. Oh yeah, this is one of, I've stood at this gate with Rollo before. He comes down to see us sometimes. And I just stand there and let him bark at Rollo, I don't care.
Oh, he's the one barking.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
Well-
not a barker as well.
He can be. He reads the other dog and decides whether it's worth it or not. There
His
are,
voice is worthy, you know.
there are 3 dogs around the 2 estates we live that he absolutely will go back at them through the gate.
Oh wow.
The other 3,000 dogs around our estate doesn't care. They can literally do what they like. They can jump at the gate, bark, shout, scream. Right. Okay. And he won't raise an eyebrow. He just walk past and ignore them. But there are 3 that he will not do that. And I suspect he's picking up on their mood. There's something about the way they're slamming into the fence or barking at him, and it just gets on the wrong side of him. And he's like, do you know what? I've had enough of this.
Maybe
And I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Maybe there's something in the household that is
Yeah,
very
maybe.
toxic, and the dog kind
Yeah.
of sense it together too.
But it's strange that just 3.
Yeah,
Just
that's
3.
true.
And every other dog that does the same thing, including that one, he just ignores. I think he's barked back at it once. Otherwise, I'd just do like Mia was at that fence. And the other dog was snarling a bit and she was jumping up. But I was like, I don't care. I understand what's going on here, and that both dogs are displaying not happy. Be not happy. Work through it. Realise that nothing in this situation is going to result in either of you getting hurt. Relax and calm down, and then we'll move on.
That's right.
And that's the key. If you move when it's all still going crazy, which you have to if the owner comes out, and you don't have a learning moment then. You have a learning moment when they realise this is pointless. Nobody's getting hurt, nobody's doing anything. We're just wasting energy and getting hot.
Yeah.
And then when they calm down, you're like, good. See, you can be here and be calm. You don't need to be het up and wound up and angry. You can move on. And you're like, oh, okay, we can do that. We don't have to be a butthead.
Is it like humans?
I'm just going to walk down here. We'll let them have a drink at the fountain,
Oh,
and
for
then
sure.
we'll go back to the car.
Yeah, it's like humans. We're always busy, but sometimes
Yep.
being just calm and doing nothing is a good
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Dogs
Yep.
need that.
Yep.
And they sense so much. Like
They
how
do.
many beautiful senses do they have? Like they can smell.
They know exactly what we're thinking and we're feeling without even looking at us. He knows what's going on with me, intuitively and in real time.
So does that get bigger when you get a bond with your dog, or can they
Yes,
sense that
yes.
straight away?
I'll tell you one thing that really shocked me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was walking through my neighbourhood with him, just like this, all calm, happy and relaxed. And then I walked past a person's house who I've had a fundamental disagreement with about things.
Yeah.
My brain immediately went to some very mean thoughts about this person. He stopped walking, turned around and stared at me. Instantly. Just turned around, stared at me and wasn't walking, came up and sniffed me on the knee like, something's changed, you're different, I can tell. They just know. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
She
yeah.
just smells me
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
She's smelling your mood. She's smelling the stress levels of your hormones. She's listening to your heartbeat. All of those things. So one test I get all my clients to do, I haven't done with you yet, is walk with her and randomly just pretend you've just seen a snake or something and act really scared with a really sharp
did say
integrity.
that.
Yeah, watch her whip round and look at you. That's how in tune with us they are. They're absolutely dialed in. If I did it even now, he'd whip his head round and be like, what? What is going on? Why have you just acted scared? And it's telling. And people realise just how connected to us dogs are, that it's astonishing. You think, wow, just wow. They're not even looking at me, and the moment I do something that's different, they go, what was that?
Yeah.
Because they care about what we're thinking and what we're feeling. They absolutely care about it. So I would personally be cautious of this one. Well, there's a dog coming.
Do you want a drink?
I normally avoid the public drinking bowls.
I'm surprised he drank out of it. He's usually above such things. He won't touch them. Yeah, if I turn the tap on, he'll drink out the tap, but he won't generally drink out of bowls. I don't get it. It's that he would just doesn't. But today he's made a change. Or if he's feeling really cheeky, he'll drink out the human fountain when I'm trying to have a drink. He'll push me out of the way and trying to get up there while the water's coming
Well,
out.
like that's more my
Yeah,
size.
yeah,
This
exactly.
is more appropriate.
Yeah, he'll just jump up while I'm trying to have a drink and I get this head push me out of the way.
We'll go for a swim or not?
Oh, he would. Yeah, I'm not doing that though. He's got some allergy meds on him at the moment, so he's not allowed to get wet. We are not swimming. Yeah, he does. He does. Sadly, yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember when I was living in France, our dog there had skin issues, and it used to be so annoying.
Yeah, it is. It is freakishly
Just
annoying.
scratching
Yep.
all the time
Yep.
at night.
Yep.
But it was funny, they had this little natural sort of like stone thing that they
Okay.
used over there, and they put it in the water and rub it on the
Oh,
area.
okay.
It was some sort of
Interesting.
natural product.
I've been using a couple of weird products on him. I've been using a Manuka honey wound cream as well as some antihistamine meds, and I've had been using French green clay on the bald spots, as that just keeps it dry, and is not very fun for him to lick. He's been in a cone too for a few weeks. Just at night time, yeah, he's had a hard time of it the last few weeks. Oh yeah, you settle into the dirt. Brilliant.
I'm guessing
Just
when
really
he decides not to go, you go nowhere.
I have techniques, but yeah, if he will hold his ground here, but if I walk off, he'll follow me. He doesn't like me being out of sight. So if I went and just literally just put the leash down and walked, he wouldn't hold his ground, he'd follow. But yeah, while he
How
can
old's
see me.
she?
Good question. I think was Mia 18 months?
Yeah,
Mia is
she's
about
still
3.
young.
Oh, she's that old. Okay, she's
Oh,
3.
really? She just looks young.
She does look
Yeah.
young. She has a very young face.
Yeah, she does.
Not sure
She
of
just
much.
got more muscle since I got her.
Yeah, okay.
2 years and a half I had
Yeah.
her now. 2 years.
No, she's not short much. She was rescued at just shy of a year old. So.
And baby.
Yeah, he's been attacked and stapled a few times.
Oh, has he?
so,
Yeah, okay.
That's why he's a bit selective
Yeah.
who he decides to talk to.
Yeah, which is fine.
But once he's met the dog a couple of times, he's
Yep.
fine, but if he doesn't like them, he just
Yep.
doesn't like them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Won't acknowledge their existence.
Yep. There's nothing wrong with that. Humans are like it too. We don't talk to everyone we meet.
Well, oh, he's having a sniff with your
Time to
dog.
go
He's got to
home.
go.
See Joey?
It is time to finish up. Well, someone's
It's
decided.
too hot.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's decided they're going to have a rest here. Yeah, he wants to go down to the water, I suspect, but not today.
No. It's always fun to chase the ducks. There's a couple
Oh, it's
of,
his favourite thing.
Oh, is it?
Well, for him, ducks are food. Ever since we got him as a pup, instinctively, ducks are food to him. Flighted birds that live on land, doesn't care. Ducks, food. He will go for ducks
There
properly.
might be more meat on ducks, maybe.
He does enjoy eating them.
nourishing
I do buy duck for him because I know he likes to eat it. But yeah, it's ever since he was a puppy, ducks have just been a thing. Just he'll go for them. So yeah, he's not scared of running in the water to try and chase them. But he won't get very far because they can fly.
Down here that
Okay.
do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll go and chase the stick,
Yep.
and then they'll start chasing the ducks while they're in the water.
Yep.
And I just,
Which
they're
is
fine
funny.
with him. They know that he's not going to do anything
No.
to them.
Well, the ducks see him coming from next week. They can get out of the way with no trouble whatsoever. It's not exactly stealthy. But he has fun doing it, so let him get on with it for the most part.
But she's getting better.
She is. She just takes time. She just takes time to warm up to things, which is fun.
Yeah, he was like that when he was a puppy. Like
Yeah.
the walk a little bit, stop and wait, let
Yep.
him check out everything, then walk a
Yep.
bit further, stop and wait.
Yep.
But these days, no, he's really good.
You get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Right, time to move on. Yeah, we'll let you go.
I'm off now.
Come on, Rollo.
The people are gone.
I know what you're doing. Come on.
Oh, he is asking for the ducks.
Yeah, he wants to go down to the water. The answer's no. Not while you've got skin issues, mister.
Come on, big boy.
Thank you.
Oh, he's nice. He's like a kid who knows what he wants, but then he's like, oh, okay, mom.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
coming.
That's my recall. What you just saw is I can ask him to come, and if he doesn't come, I just walk off. I'll just put the leash down, I'll walk off.
And having the long leash
Yeah,
helps
yeah,
you with that,
does.
having the freedom.
Yeah, I wrote for my website and my business partner's website a blog about leashes. And actually, leashes are really, really bad.
Okay.
I know we need them in today's society. I'm not advocating for never having a leash on your dog or anything, I get it. But what leashes do is they stop us from demonstrating leadership to our dogs.
Yeah.
Because they're always attached to us. So when you come across a situation your dog is unsure of, if your leash is this long, what your dog really needs is for you to put the leash down and go and interact with the scary situation, leaving your dog behind you with no commands, no instructions, so they can just watch you deal with whatever it is you're dealing with and move on in a calm manner. When they see that, they'll join you. They realize there's nothing to be scared of. But when you're attached by this, you can't do that. So you kind of have to drag the dog into the scary situation with you, which is not leadership, that's tyranny. So they don't learn to trust you because they can't, because you're dragging them into things they're scared of by their neck. So how do you build a relationship with someone, think of it as a human, a partner or a family member, if you're dragging them around into things they're scared of by their neck? You can't. That's not how you build a relationship. You can't do that. You have to show the person you're trustworthy by demonstrating it with your own behaviour and letting them choose to join you. It's the same with dogs. That's the problem with leashes. And I've seen it several times with him where the best thing I needed to do was put the leash down, go deal with the scary thing, which was usually something silly like a bit of plastic blowing around in the wind or whatever it is, or reflective.
Okay.
And I can't, because there's a busy road and it's on the other side of the road. And I can't just put the leash down and cross the road, because he's going to cross the road and get hit by a car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the leash which is stopping me from doing what I want to do to show him this is not a scary situation. So a leash is a really double-edged sword, which is why I like this. So if I can get 10 metres away from him and I can show him the situation is not in fact scary,
Yeah.
he'll follow me.
But do you agree that there is also that security thing. Again, with my past physical dog being,
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
was perfect off leash. She's been trained and everything,
yeah.
but it
Yeah.
took 1 second of
Yep.
snapping.
So that's the end of the session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully it was useful as well. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching.